Star Wars Jedi Survivor has launched worldwide, and players around the world are now joining Cal, BD-1, and the crew of the Mantis as they fight back against the evils of the Empire. However, now that the game has launched, the question on many gamers' mind is, will the Jedi series become a trilogy, and can we expect one more game from EA and Respawn? I mean, what would a Star Wars franchise be without a trilogy, am I right?
Are you listening?
Hey, welcome back, my friends, to day 5 of our week-long Star Wars celebration. That's right, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is now available worldwide, and I have been playing it like crazy. We even streamed the game last night on YouTube, and if you joined us on our live stream last night, thank you so much for hanging out with us until like 2 a.m. But now that the game is out, the big question on my mind is, what happens next? Following the conclusion of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I'm kind of left with the question of what's next for Cal and crew? Are we gonna get this game's Return of the Jedi? Or this game's Revenge of the Sith? Or this game's Rise of the Skywalker? And before any of you start hating on Rise of Skywalker and saying things like, but play it, it's not a good movie. Take your hate goggles off for a second. That is a solid Star Wars movie. Is it the best one? No. Is it the worst Star Wars movie? No. Clone Wars animated movie takes the honors of that one. But on the topic of a third game in the Star Wars Jedi series, it seems that the game has already been pretty much semi-confirmed by the developer, as during an interview with IGN, Jedi Survivor's game director Stig Asmussen mentioned that he's always envisioned this game as a trilogy, and that the studio has plenty of ideas of what they can do beyond Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, in my opinion, I think that EA is kind of holding back the announcement because they want to see how Star Wars Jedi Survivor performs before they commit to making a third game. Which I get it, we're on the brink of a recession, there's unemployment, people are getting laid off, but having played this game, we've got a Game of the Year contender. And the hype that I have seen surrounding this game pretty much solidifies that, in my opinion, this game is going to be a smash hit for EA. But again, that is just my opinion here. Take it for what it's worth. I was also the guy that thought Google Stadia would catch on. Now, Stig also revealed in the interview that if Star Wars Jedi 3 does happen, it is a very safe bet that the game will be done in a brand new engine, utilizing all the tools available in Unreal Engine 5. And the prospect of a game like this running in Unreal Engine 5 is just nuts. I have been playing Jedi Survivor on the PlayStation 5, and I'm constantly finding myself being taken away by the game's graphics, the expansiveness of the maps, and just the overall awesomeness that this game has. You take all of that and put it into Unreal Engine 5, and I'm just... And we have talked at length about all the trailers showing off what Unreal Engine 5 is capable of. And the news that a new Star Wars Jedi game will likely take advantage of all those new tools and powers, I don't know how you can't be excited about that. Although Star Wars Jedi 3 taking place on Unreal Engine 5 is kind of a double-edged sword, as moving to a new engine will also mean that the wait between now and the next game is going to take a bit longer than the break we had between Fallen Order and Survivor, with Stig even confirming this, essentially saying that a move to Unreal Engine 5 would require retooling, as EA and Respawn have warped Unreal Engine 4 to work with the company's proprietary tools. So, in order to move to Unreal Engine 5, it would definitely take a discovery period where the company has to make sure that all of their internal tools work properly with the new engine. But outside of that, the prospect of a brand new Star Wars Jedi game is looking really good. Stig also revealed that EA and Disney are actively talking about what more they can do with Cal and company, which I guess just leaves us with one final question. What do you name the third Star Wars Jedi game? You've got Jedi Fallen Order, now you got Jedi Survivor. The only logical name that I can come up with is Star Wars Jedi. Just take my money now and give me the game.